At 42 years old, Marcus Chen walked into his manager's office and quit his job. No backup plan. No new opportunity lined up, he just left. His coworkers thought he was crazy. His parents were horrified. But Marcus had something they didn't know about. 12 years earlier, at age 30, Marcus made one decision that changed everything. Today, I'm going to show you exactly what he did. And here's the thing. His salary was only $80,000 a year. No inheritance. No lottery win. Just one decision, repeated consistently. Let's dive into Marcus's story. Marcus Chen was 30 years old, working as a mid-level project manager at a tech company in Austin, Texas. He made $80,000 a year, which sounds decent, right? But Marcus was miserable. Every morning, his alarm went off at 6 a.m. Every evening, he got home around 7 p.m., exhausted. Weekends were for recovering, not living. He looked at his manager, who was 55, still grinding away, and thought, is this it? Is this the next 30 years of my life? That's when something clicked. Marcus started asking himself a different question. Not how do I climb the corporate ladder faster, but how do I get OFF this ladder completely? If this story resonates with you, hit that subscribe button. We share real money stories like this every single week on Strategic Income, and I promise you'll want to catch the next one. Now, here's where Marcus's journey really begins. One night, Marcus couldn't sleep. He opened his laptop and did something most people never do. He calculated his actual numbers. He made $80,000 a year. After taxes, he took home about $60,000. His expenses? Rent was $1,800 a month. Car payment, $450. Subscriptions, food, entertainment, travel. It all added up to about $4,500 a month, or $54,000 a year. That left him saving about $6,000 a year. At that rate, he'd need to work for 40 years to have enough to retire, maybe longer. Marcus sat back and felt that familiar knot in his stomach. But then he asked himself a radical question. What if I don't need to replace my current lifestyle in retirement? What if I design a different life? One that costs less but makes me happier? This was the breakthrough moment. The next morning, Marcus made his decision. He called it his Freedom Fund strategy. The goal wasn't to retire rich. It was to retire early with enough to live the life he actually wanted. Here's what he did. First, Marcus calculated his freedom number. He didn't want luxury. He wanted time. He figured he could live comfortably on $36,000 a year if he was intentional about it. Using the 4% rule, that meant he needed $900,000 saved and invested. $900,000. At age 30, saving $6,000 a year was impossible. So Marcus made his first big change. He moved. Instead of paying $1,800 for his one-bedroom apartment downtown, he found a roommate situation for $850 a month. He hated the idea at first. He was 30, not 22. But he did the math. $950 saved per month was $11,400 per year. Over 12 years, with compound interest, that was over $200,000 toward his freedom. His friends laughed. You're successful, man. Why are you living like a broke college kid? Marcus's response? I'm not living like I'm broke. I'm living like I'm going to be free. Next, Marcus looked at his car. He owed $18,000 on a car worth maybe $22,000. The $450 monthly payment was killing him. So he sold it, paid off the loan, and bought a reliable used car for $8,000 cash. He pocketed the remaining $14,000 and invested it immediately. No more car payment meant another $5,400 per year toward freedom. But here's where Marcus got really strategic. He didn't just cut expenses. He optimized his entire life around the goal. He started cooking at home not because he had to, but because it aligned with his plan. He tracked every dollar, not obsessively, but consciously. He asked himself before every purchase, does this bring me closer to freedom or keep me trapped longer? By year 2, Marcus was saving $28,000 annually on his $80,000 salary. That's a 35% savings rate. His coworkers who made the same salary were saving maybe 5%, if anything. They had nicer apartments, newer cars, and better vacations. They also had another 30 years of mandatory work ahead of them. Marcus had a different timeline. He invested everything in low-cost index funds. Nothing fancy. No crypto gambling, no stock picking, just boring, consistent investing in total market index funds. Year 3, he got a raise to $87,000. Most people would have upgraded their lifestyle. Marcus upgraded his savings rate instead. He kept living on the same $36,000 and invested the difference. Years passed. The balance grew. $50,000, $120,000, $250,000. But something else happened that Marcus didn't expect. Around year 5, he started enjoying his life more, not less. The intentionality of his choices made him appreciate everything more. A meal with friends meant more because it was chosen, not default. A modest vacation meant more because it was planned and meaningful. Meanwhile, his coworkers were still on the hedonic treadmill, making more but never having enough. In year 8, Marcus hit $500,000. He could see the finish line. In year 10, he crossed $700,000. He started calculating exact dates. If the market does this, if I save this much, I could be done by 42. There were hard moments. Dating was complicated. One girlfriend left him because she said he was too focused on money. He tried explaining it wasn't about money, it was about freedom. She didn't get it. His parents worried. Marcus, you're wasting your youth being cheap. Live a little. But Marcus was living. Just differently, more intentionally. Year 12 arrived. Marcus was 42 years old. His investment account hit $920,000. With his paid-off car worth $5,000 and $15,000 in cash reserves, his net worth was $940,000. He ran the numbers one final time. $36,000 per year. 4% withdrawal rate. Healthcare through Eke Marketplace until Medicare. He'd built himself a 30-year runway, minimum, with room for growth. It was time. The day Marcus walked into his manager's office, he felt calm. No anger, no drama, just clarity. I'm putting in my notice, he said. His manager was confused. Notice? Did you get another offer? We can match it. No, Marcus smiled. I'm retiring. Retiring? You're 42, exactly. The office buzzed with rumors for weeks. Some people thought he'd lost his mind. Others were secretly envious. A few came to him privately asking, how did you do it? Marcus started sharing his story. Not to brag, but because he realized most people never even consider this path. Today, 2 years later, Marcus is 44. He wakes up without an alarm. He volunteers twice a week at a local coding bootcamp, teaching kids programming. He takes long bike rides, reads books, and travels during the off-season when it's cheap. He learned guitar, something he'd wanted to do for 20 years. His annual spending, about $35,000, exactly as planned. His investment account? It's actually grown to $1.1 million because the market had good years, and he's not withdrawing the full 4% yet. Here's what Marcus says when people ask if it was worth it. I gave up 12 years of fancy apartments, new cars, and expensive habits. In exchange, I got 30+ years of freedom, starting at 42 instead of 65. I traded lifestyle inflation for timeline deflation. Best trade I ever made. His friends from work? Most are still there, still grinding, still saying someday I'll retire. Marcus is living his someday right now. Let's extract the key lessons from Marcus's story that you can apply to your own life. Lesson 1. Your freedom number is probably lower than you think. Marcus didn't need millions. He needed $900,000 because he designed a life that cost $36,000 a year, not $80,000. Most early retirement calculators assume you need to replace 80% of your income. But what if you intentionally design a better, cheaper life? Run the numbers on what you actually need, not what lifestyle inflation tells you to need. Lesson 2. Geographic arbitrage and lifestyle optimization are superpowers. Marcus's apartment move alone saved him over $200,000 toward retirement. Eliminating the car payment added another $65,000 over 12 years. The big fixed expenses are where the real money is. Cutting $5 lattes matters, but cutting $1,000 monthly rent matters exponentially more. Lesson 3. Invest the difference, don't just save it. If Marcus had kept that money in a savings account earning 1%, he'd have maybe $400,000 after 12 years. By investing in index funds averaging 8 to 9% returns, he more than doubled that. Saving is defensive. Investing is offensive. You need both to win this game. Lesson 4. The path is lonely until it's not. Marcus faced skepticism, lost a relationship, worried his parents. Early retirement is a contrarian path, but everyone who's done it says the same thing. The temporary social discomfort is nothing compared to the permanent freedom you gain. The math is simple, the execution is hard, but possible. Marcus started at 30 with a negative net worth, a normal salary, and zero financial education. 12 years later, he was done, not rich, just free. So here's my question for you. What's your freedom number? Have you ever calculated it? And more importantly, what would you be willing to adjust in your life today to reach it years earlier? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one and I love seeing your goals and strategies. If Marcus's story inspired you, hit that subscribe button for strategic income. We break down real money stories, real strategies, and real outcomes every single week. No hype, no get-rich-quick schemes, just honest financial education through storytelling. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next story.